What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about chest caving in the bench press. This can be done for several reasons. One of them can be poor T-spine mobilization, another one can be poor setup, and then another one can just be just poor activation of the movement pattern. So we're going to talk about setup first. There's a couple ways to do it. There's no perfect setup. There's no right or wrong way to dial in like you have to do it this way. The biggest thing you want to focus on is getting your shoulder blades and tucked underneath you and pulled down towards your butt, and then you also want to work on trying to get onto your traps as much as possible. So my way of doing it is just getting set away from the bar and then pulling myself up and then digging down and then just slowly working my way back in to where I'm up on my traps. Shoulder blades are pulled down towards my butt, and I'll be under the bar, and I'll be able to take it out, put it back in, everything stays in the same spot. Some people put their hands here, and then push themselves down a little bit more, all right? And that's the biggest thing you want to focus on, is trying to drive your shoulder blades down into your butt, get onto your traps, and that's going to help you get in the most optimal position to bench without your chest caving in. So what a chest cave is, and that I see a lot, is a lot of people, they'll get set up to bench, they'll take it out of the rack, they'll come down, and their elbows will start to drift behind the bar, and their chest caves in, and then when they go to press, it's out of groove, and they go up. So what you want to focus on is making sure that your chest is getting pulled to the bar, and that your elbows are staying underneath the bar, or slightly in front of it, to where you can push back towards the rack. If your elbows drift and your chest caves in, then you're gonna have a really hard time. It's gonna put a lot of stress on your front delt, and it's gonna have a hard time getting that bar path back over your face. So like I said, that can be done through proper setup, but say your setup's perfect and you feel super tight and you're still having that issue, there's a few exercises that you can do to help kind of mimic that, but some of the other things you want to look at is T-spine mobility, and what we're going to work on today is T-spine extension, and these are two of my favorite drills that I've been doing to help create that T-spine mobilization so that my chest doesn't cave into the bench press. One of them, PVC pipe with a weighted in the center, and all you're gonna do is get nice and set, try to pull your rib cage down. You don't want it to expand up, pull down into you. Grab the PVC pipe, make sure the weight is centered, pull the rib cage down, and just kind of let it pull you into the ground. Keep that rib cage down. You're just gonna go through that 8 to 10 times. Let it sit for a second or two. And that's a great drill to do pre-warm-up for your bench. Another one, working on the same thing. Take a band, loop it around the cable crossover or squat rack. Try to get, this is a Monster Mini band. So for guys, probably like 200 and up, this will be a good band. For people 200 and under, maybe the mini band will be a little bit better. So you're gonna take the band, put your hands through, overhead. Just gonna walk out a little bit. Same thing, trying to pull that rib cage down, right? So as you can see, I have horrible T-spine mobility. So I'm doing this quite frequently, pulling down and just kind of letting the band work to pull you back. Pull down, let the band do its job. So those are two exercises you can start to utilize pre-bench to help kind of loosen your T-spine up. There's also other ones too, but these two are my favorite right now. Two drills that you can do to reinforce that position. One of them is just kind of like a technique thing to reinforce the movement pattern of pulling your shoulder blades down into your butt, and also getting your lats engaged so that your chest doesn't collapse. Just putting your arms through, underneath your armpits here, stepping out, and you're just gonna grab, like you have the bar in your hand for bench press, and you're gonna pull it down into the band. So as you can see, my chest is coming up there, so that way I'm thinking about pushing my chest to the bar. And that's just kind of, you're just patterning that motion several times 10 to 20 reps so that it becomes natural for you whenever you're doing it on the bench press. And then another good exercise, you can do it pre-bench or you can do it at the end of your workout, is just reverse band rows. So you're just gonna set up on the bench, reverse band, bar in there. Might take 2 people to help get set up for you. You're gonna grab it just like you would benching. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to pull chest to the bar. Pull. So you're working on expanding your rib cage, pushing your chest to the bar and keeping everything tight so it doesn't collapse when the bar is on your chest. So try those T-spine extension exercises out, and then try these 2. You can do them for warm-ups or you can do them at the end of your workout and just see if that helps with the chest cave.